Wednesday.
Happy Whiskey Wednesday.
Happy Women of Whiskeys Wednesday.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
A few days early.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's good enough.
Yeah, it counts. I'm so excited for this.
I know. Are you guys excited? Hey, who's here? I don't even know who's here. Well, I mean, I kind of know who's here. I was looking earlier. Congrats to my hubby.
He's killing it.
He's killing
He's
it.
killing it.
Proud wife. All right. Here we go. We got Whiskey Mountains here. She's in the background tracking for us, being the super wrench.
She's the best.
And Chris BW here. He was the fifth like. Thank you, Chris. Let's see. 4 Leaf Whiskey's here. Cheers. Jerry Black says cheers, ladies. And Rob D saying hi to 4 Leaf and talking about his Irish whiskey.
Oh,
love it.
Good stuff.
Sean Peak is here. Says cheers, everybody. Amanda's here. I'm giving him a hard time because that's my hubby. It's true.
Should.
It's true.
We had
so much fun at their house the other night.
We really did.
Looking at their big Halloween
light display
and
all
stuff.
Choreographed to music.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, Jerry Black. Jerry Black says Jason from the Peanut Butter Channel sent me. They really
if you know, you know.
They like their peanut butter.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, do you see that?
Yeah.
Look, they're congratulating my husband.
I know.
That makes me so happy.
It's great.
And Dana Wax here. Cheers, Dana. And C. Jackson. Colorado Burpski Dude is here, as well as Jesse Mitchell. Jeb Singleton, thank you for that. Says, happy Wednesday. Just got home, hoping as Ellie is better and that it's a pup night.
It's going to be a pup night.
She is getting better. We got some good meds on board. She's feeling a little more herself, and we found out it's not contagious to Mustard.
Which is wonderful. Mustard's so happy.
She
would not leave me alone today. I didn't tell you that, but like all morning and afternoon, she was right on my heels. Like, don't you go to Auntie Michelle's without me today.
I mean,
she knew it was Wednesday.
Tell Will to get in here so we can congratulate him. Chances are that's probably not going to happen. He probably has been sitting there needing a pour, but was watching so closely.
Probably, yeah.
Oh,
but
goodness.
Will, you're welcome to come on in and
at least get in chat. At least get in chat. Oh my gosh. So, can we just recognize the fact that she's the convict,
it's
not
wonderful.
me?
And I'm free.
Well, you know.
Partway. He's around here somewhere.
The key?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not. Just saying.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens.
Will Will's costume be as a judge? You know what? For the very first time in all my years with that man, he is dressing up for Halloween.
I have extra clappage today. This is...
Okay. Lone Wanderer 360. Noah, your cat is fat and happy. And also tearing up my new favorite rug. So, let's see, BT, no surprises. Cheers all. Nimrex is here. Great costumes. T. Jarrett is here. Okay, BT is here. All right.
You know what I just thought of?
And Richie Z. Just had to say it. Sorry.
Hi, Richie Z. Okay, so it would have been hilarious to have taken the cone of shame that we had for Mustard's when she got spayed and stick a little olive coming out the side, and she could have been the cocktail.
Oh, my God.
We could have been criminals and cocktails. I am so mad at myself right now for not thinking of this earlier. All right, next year. We'll work on it.
Yes, Adriana. He has learned how to shred stuff with his claw covers on.
Yeah, he's smart.
An ass.
Mm-hmm.
So, I will say, though, I liked my idea where Mustard is a mustard bottle and Ellie is a ketchup bottle.
They would be so cute.
And we have ketchup and mustard.
They would be so cute.
Oh. Hey, Emily Chambers says, hey, wowers, do all the things. Like, subscribe.
Yes.
Have a drink. Have some fun. Okay, Paul P, everyone. And Big Vic's in here. I don't know if you saw that because we were chatting.
Hey, Big Vic.
And OH showed up as well as Fifth Quarter Tailgate. Okay. You guys know what we're doing tonight?
I'm so excited.
We say that every week.
I know, but this one was my idea, so I'm actually really excited.
We're always excited.
Yes.
We get to drink
I'm
and
just
tell
a little
stories.
extra excited today.
Okay, so we decided to do Halloween themed. I know it's a little early, but you know what? Everybody's already having parties. So we are doing a true crime compilation.
Yes.
Words.
Not collection.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is a compilation.
It's a compilation, 8 crimes in under 90 minutes.
Yes.
So, and we're going to make a smoked old-fashioned.
We're
then
attempting it.
Halfway through, we're going to make a regular old-fashioned because we
Yes.
have some glasses we want to try out.
Where did I put those? Oh, I remember now. Okay, it's good.
Oh, look at that. So, Colorado Brooksky dude is in for 5, says happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. And look who's here. Todd Bellinger's here. Hello, ladies. Just wanted to drop a big Yahoo on ya. Women of Whiskey's rule. Excited for tonight's Fun Fest. Me too.
I like how we harmonized on that.
Wasn't that
That
great?
was really nice. We haven't even practiced. Sorry for anybody's eardrums I burst.
If you're wearing headphones, let us apologize now
Yeah,
because
right.
we're ultra excited. So you might want to rethink that
Yeah.
choice. Okay. So let me tell you about what's going to happen tonight because there's a lot going on, and holy moly, I'm entangled.
I'm fired up enough. It's
Yeah,
only
we do
69 degrees in here, and I'm getting a little
Oh,
excited.
Kathy Jo is dressed up as escaped Jeffrey Dahmer.
maybe.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
As long as she doesn't need a snack, I'm good with it. Jeffrey Wack is here. Hi. Okay. So we're going to do these crimes. And the fun part about this is, unlike our usual criminals and cocktails, Kathy Jo picked hers and researched them. We did make sure there was no doubles.
Yes.
And I picked mine and researched them. So
We don't know.
I don't know anything about her
Any-
crimes.
We're going to be hearing a lot of these for the first time, just like you guys.
So fun.
Yes.
Don't worry, they are squished into a shorter format, a summary, so to speak.
Which was so hard.
Really hard.
I was like, oh, but there's so many more things I want to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah, it was hard.
Um,
We got it done.
so we and then we are, of course, doing our pick it or pass it giveaway mystery box game.
Yes.
So if you haven't been here before, if you're new, if you lived under a rock, I don't know, just saying, if you're new, welcome. What we're going to do tonight is we have 4 boxes made here locally where we live, and we put 4 items, 1 in each box. Every $5 super chat or PayPal donation or Venmo donation will get you into the drawing, and then halfway through our stream, Miss Whiskey Mountains will randomize all those names and pick a winner. That winner can choose a mystery box, and then if they like what's in it, they can pick it.
Yeah.
If they think there might be something better, they can pass and try one more time. And then the best part is we do it again at the end of the stream.
Yes.
So we give away shit. That's what we do. I'm excited.
Yes.
Anyway, if you do it through PayPal or Venmo, and those links are in the description, make sure you tag Whiskey Mountains in the chat so that she can count your donations.
Yes. Please. Oh, please.
Oh, please. Oh, please. And good luck. Did you guys notice we got new lights?
I think we look wonderful.
I think we look amazing.
Mhm.
You know why? Because of you guys. Thank you very
Yes.
much for all your support. It's been nice to upgrade to mediocre lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is okay. This is nice. We have a true crime fan in the audience
We do?
today.
Who's
Yes.
that?
Christina Louise.
Oh, a true crime fan. Yay. So we do this the last Wednesday of every month. We make a cocktail and talk true crime.
Yes.
The other Wednesdays of the month, we do all kinds of crazy shit. So you just got to show up and see what.
Yes.
Cheers,
Bourbon Bites.
boxes at the, oh, notice the boxes at the front door. I was trying to figure out what my husband was talking about.
Oh.
Okay.
We
So-
have some compliments on our lighting too.
Oh, yay.
Thank you.
It could be the costume, the fact that you can't really see my face. No. Okay, so now that we've gone through all that, you guys want, we're going to make the smoked old fashioned in our brand new rocks glasses.
Yes. They're so pretty. I don't
I don't
they'll
know if they're
probably
going to
show
show
up better once the cocktails are in them, but you can see ish.
Not really.
You can see it ish.
Ish.
Wait until the whiskey's in there.
But they are up on our website right now. We just put them up today. They're brand new. They are a retro rocks glass, so they're
They have all
vintage
these
looking.
bumps on the bottom.
Yep.
And when you look at it from the they're pretty. They're so
Bubbles and all, says
pretty.
Whiskey Mountain. Yay.
They're gorgeous.
So, anyway, we are going to make our smoked old fashioned in those. And then we have some other glasses we want to try out later that were given to us just to see how we liked them and if they worked. We'll see.
Yeah.
So, okay. Chris BW. They are sexy AF rocks glasses.
I agree.
Just saying.
I have to agree.
And hey, Bourbon Bites is here. Cheers, Clifton. Which reminds me, I have a question for you about 2 weeks from now. I think you know what it is. Okay. Jerry Black is sipping a smoked old fashioned.
Good for you.
Yay. Well, let's make one.
Yes. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is put a half a teaspoon of sugar in each one of these rocks glasses.
Now, for the record, everybody has their own way of making an old fashioned. Some people use simple syrup.
Some people use like a sugar cube and then muddle it in the water, which I think is super pretty and classy, but I don't have that kind of patience or talent.
So this is what we're doing.
Yes. Whatever. Make it the way you like it. That's the rule, right?
Yes.
Okay. So half a teaspoon of sugar and then half a teaspoon of water in each one of these, followed by 2 to 3 dashes of bitters.
Oh, Chris, that would have been nice, but you're working. I get it. He wishes he could make his wife an old fashioned. But you know what? If you have the ingredients, Amanda, you could do this. It's easy.
Okay, then you stir it. Try and get that sugar dissolved.
You know we had to stir.
Where?
These. Oh,
is that going to be enough?
No.
Okay. I was like, those look that sharp.
Okay.
Okay. So then, once that sugar's stirred in a little bit, then we add 2 ounces of bourbon or rye. We chose Woodford Reserve.
Yep, we're just doing straight old Woodford Reserve for our smoked.
So we decided Will was a liar, and this is actually a 1 ounce, right? Not a 2 ounce on this side. Is that what we determined?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been lying to me for years. Years. Yeah. I mean,
that was a great realization.
So, Nimrax, I like the dark sugar in the raw, muddle it, and add 4 to 5 dashes of bitters and 2 ounces of sass.
That's a good
That sounds
plan.
good. That sounds really good. Yeah, and there's so many different twists you can do it.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
that
a
works.
phrase.
Okay, so Amanda went for red wine. I mean, that works.
I only made a mild mess with that.
That's actually not bad.
It's really not bad. Considering, what my messes typically look like, I'm just going to mostly get it off the notebook here. Okay, there we go.
Oh, now we got people coming to William's defense. I mean, it's bound to happen. Yeah. They come here, they say they're here to see us, but they're really here to talk to Will.
And then all of a sudden, they're back in Will, Mr. Winner.
Okay, Jerry Black used old granddad in his old fashioned. Nice.
Okay.
5th quarter tailgate. Thank you. Happy Halloween, ladies. What are Mustard and Ellie going to be for Halloween? Don't you fret, my friend. You will get to see. You will get to see. They're all dressed up for you.
God, these silicone tongs do not work with you. I'm not touching with my fingers.
For the cherries.
Was it? That makes more. I'm like, Michelle, this is not going to work. I'm going to touch your ice cubes. Okay.
Oh.
Hot Mess Express.
So I'm hoping that our lovely husbands will bring our dogs in roughly halfway through the stream so that we're done making the cocktails and they can hang out with us and show off their costumes.
Okay. Here comes the next feat. I got to remember where I put all the things.
Amanda says she always adds a little sass to her drink.
Oh, that's a good plan. That's a good plan. Okay. We put a little pinch.
Yeah,
Yeah, with the fingers because those.
Okay, so this is our first time smoking a cocktail.
Smoking something. Are you supposed to do 1 pinch or 2? Do you remember?
It said a pinch.
Okay, just 1 then. Cool. All right. Then we'll use the fire.
Are we scared?
I am scared.
Are we scared a little?
Okay, so I just push this. Okay, there we go. Here we go. And we smoke it for probably enough to see it.
You smoke it and then you put the cap on it.
Okay, perfect. I am going to give myself a little stand here so that you guys can see the smoke fill in this because it's pretty. That's better. That's better. Now they can see a little better. Okay, ready?
Are you guys ready?
Here we go.
Let's see how this works.
I'm a little scared. Here we go. Torch, flames. Torch went out. There we go.
Oh, goodness.
Do we have smoke going up? Do we have smoke going in yet? Not yet. Oh, there it is. Okay, the smoke's going in. Oh, no, you gotta hide the comments, though.
What?
Gotta hide the comments.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
My goodness, how are they supposed to see this magic?
Jason Busey says it doesn't sound like this is your first time smoking a little something tonight.
I mean,
and
it's interesting.
Nimrax
That's
is
for
nervous.
Sure. Okay, there we go. Now
Okay.
we've got some real smoke going in here. Is that probably enough?
I think so. I think you just kept
Okay.
it.
Okay,
Quickly.
then. Thank you. I was like, I'm about to put my hand over this. Then we just kind of let that smoke hang out in there for a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. It's all in the presentation, and this presentation is shit.
I mean,
maybe on the second one I'll be okay.
We've never claimed to have our shit together.
No.
But
not even a little bit.
We're adventurous.
Our shit is there, and there. Okay.
Okay.
And yes, I was very nervous.
Okay,
This
so
okay, so we have to let that sit for like a minute or two and infuse and shit.
infuse and shit. What type of wood chips are we using? We are using hickory.
Yes.
And we went back and forth
We
between
thought about
oak
it.
and hickory,
This
and
was a big decision today.
we decided Woodford and hickory sounded like a good combination. Oh, Will's great. He says fire extinguisher is 5 feet to the left outside the door.
Helpful, thank you.
Thank you, honey, for always having my back. And Whiskey Mountains, it's not legal in Idaho, so that might be why Kathy Jo is in cuffs.
Maybe. Is there something I can use to like cover this while I make the second one?
No, just that'll be mine. Just start making yours.
But then we can't cheers.
You're killing me.
I know.
Make your drink.
Okay. All right. It has to. It's
Because you
probably
gotta
done
take
about
the
2
other stuff. Sorry if you're wearing headphones once again. I apologize. See, now it doesn't matter because you took it off.
Exactly. All right. Life is good. Okay.
I'm
next.
gonna try this while I can. Okay, Mike
More
Ives
shit.
says secret to an amazing old fashioned. The Heart simple syrup made from spice, paprika, lampoon pepper, cinnamon, coriander, cumin, cloves, ginger, cayenne, cardamom, nutmeg, and we can bake them later.
Wow.
Holy moly! I was worried about the sugar and water.
I would need a nap after this. Okay.
Whiskey Mountain says, "LOL, welcome to the shit show."
Right? We're just giving you guys
And
real, genuine,
they're laughing at us.
non-produced content.
Hickory makes a great old-fashioned. Pecan chips also is a great one. We also had cherrywood and applewood, I think it was.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, and we had pecan, I think. No, that was the bitters. Anyway, they all think that you may have been smoking something other than these cocktails earlier.
Okay, I think that's good.
Oh, yep, put the lid
Yeah,
on
it's
it.
good now. Okay.
Oh.
Woo-hoo!
Where else are you going to get this entertainment? That is correct.
It's true. It's very true.
So, you know what? You can hit the like button. 'Cause
Yes.
We're pretty fantastic
Oh, I
right
didn't
now.
put that one on
Throwing
the
our shit
stand.
everywhere.
That
And
being said, the stand kind of did me dirty at the end of the last one, so
yeah,
there we go.
you're really going to do it again?
I'm going to remember it's on the stand this time. In the meantime,
Oh my gosh. Look, bots are here.
wow.
Okay.
Okay, wait, hang on. I forgot a step. Bring
The
back-
very, I was like, this doesn't taste
Bring
right. She didn't give me the
I
best
didn't
part.
express.
You didn't express. Well, now we can cheers.
Yes, that's true.
Mark Emmenecker coming in with a $10 super chat says, Happy Halloween. Thanks, Mark.
I'll change my mind. You got to get that cherry in there.
Happy Halloween. Welcome to the shit show.
Yay! Okay.
Aw.
Let's just say,
Hey, OS is here. Cheers, OS. And pays36.fun. Cheers to you.
okay.
Oh, dang it. I hate it when that happens. Don't go bonkers.
Ooh, did you see that smoke when that expressed? It was like pew and stuff.
I'm not. Okay. Sometimes I think I'm a bot, says OS. I mean, okay. You know, we should probably
Here we go.
get
Ready?
into these. Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
Longest cocktail ever.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's good. I like that. I like that a lot. Hey, John T.
Oh.
Cheers from Houston. You're in Houston, John? Cheers.
This is my sitting at a lounge cocktail of choice. We've been
Mm.
doing really great. So last week or
That's
last month
awesome.
we did my gambling cocktail of choice. Now we're sitting in a lounge cocktail of choice.
It's like our patrons know what you want.
I know, it's wonderful.
This is so good.
Mm-hmm.
This is so good.
Okay.
I think we should probably real
We
quick.
talk about some, oh,
what?
go ahead.
Okay.
I was going to ask if we should talk about some criminals. We're not there yet.
Yeah.
Carry on.
But real quick, for those of you that joined us late, we are doing the mystery box giveaway. So $5 gets you in through Super Chat, Venmo, or PayPal. Links are in the description. Tag Whiskey Mountains in the chat. Okay. Yes, Clifton, make one. Drink it with us. We're here for 90 minutes. Well, another 60.
Well, yeah.
Okay. We are going to talk about 8 crimes in under 90 minutes, which is now 8 crimes in under 60 minutes.
Which we can still do.
Chris says that he voted for this cocktail.
Thank you.
And wasn't going to vote for a non-bourbon cocktail. Every now and then we throw a non-bourbon in there just in case to see what you guys still want. So
the stand is going down. Okay.
Are you done?
No. All right.
Goodness. Okay. And I do have notes because keeping it to the allotted time frame is really, really hard because I'll go down some kind of rabbit hole and that it'll be all over.
Oh yeah, we know too much. But we need to do a disclaimer real quick first.
Yes, we do. Thank you for keeping me on track.
I've got that shit together.
I almost forgot. Are you guys ready? Every last Wednesday of the month, we're here to do criminals and cocktails, but we do have to read this quick little disclaimer. Yes, the mash bill. We are doing the Patreon giveaway tonight as well. So if you're a patron, you didn't have to do anything. You're automatically entered to win the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof Women of Whiskey's engraved bottle.
That's
okay.
Wonderful.
Mr. Jig says, "Oh goodness, what did Kathy do?" Wow.
What didn't I do?
Mark Eminecker likes the rye old fashioned. Yes. John T, thank you for the super chat. Cheers to you. Kathy Joe's just knocking shit over left and right. I didn't knock anything
over at that, but you know what? It's these handcuffs. They're weighing me down.
I mean, the original plan was she was going to be handcuffed to me, but then I didn't think she could make the cocktail.
Yeah, and I didn't think I would make the night. That's just asking for something to go wrong. Okay.
Are we ready?
We're ready now. Let's talk about some criminals besides me.
Okay.
I was trying to spin it. It's not going to work.
It's okay. We're moving on. All right, here we go. We're going to talk about our first case. No, we're not. We're doing a disclaimer. Wow, quit distracting me, lady.
Heck, I thought you already did the disclaimer.
We did not.
I was paying attention, I promise.
Sean Peak, thank you very much. Cheers, ladies, and happy Halloween. Okay, switching.
Okay.
And, yeah, Chris, they will. Don't worry. It's going to happen.
You know what? I'm going to let you keep this. I'm going to get this.
Okay, you're killing me.
I know.
All right. Here's our disclaimer, I promise.
Now it's time.
Before we jump into tonight's cases, here is our little disclaimer. These, you know what?
Me too, Chris.
Here we go. The old cop. All right.
The old cop.
Before we these cases contain potentially triggering topics such as homicide, abduction, and assault. If you feel that these topics may be too difficult for you to hear, we encourage you to listen to your inner voice and wait to join us next week in chat. Also, we take these topics very seriously. However, we may use humor or lighthearted comments to tone down the darkness. So I promise we are not making light of the pain. We are just finding a way to share some true crime without spreading doom and gloom. We do not claim to be professionals. All of our content comes from research that we have done. However, it often relies on interviews, court documents, and other sources that could be influenced of opinion. This is not meant to be your only source of the facts. Thank you. Thank you.
Nimrax, you're amazing.
Nimrax, thank you so much for that super chat. We love what we do, and we're here for you guys.
Yes. And then we have a very good question to follow it.
Okay.
Clifton wants to know how many super chats we need to be handcuffed together for the rest of the stream.
Oh my gosh. I don't want to be handcuffed to you. You've been knocking stuff over.
I love you too.
You have
What
been.
do you think I'm going to do? Knock you over?
You've been knocking stuff over all night. Anything could happen.
It's true though.
It's
true though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
But I feel like there should be a number.
Adriana's tracking.
Mm-hmm.
Adriana, what's the number?
Yes, Adriana, you tell us the
You-
number.
You all would both
Yeah.
end up on the
She's-
ground. See, she
she's-
knows. She's
she
like,
gets
don't
us.
do it. Don't do it. Mr. Jigs, happy and safe Halloween, everybody, with the $20 super chat. Thank you,
You
sir.
might be the first people to ever break a pair of handcuffs together.
Besides, if we're handcuffed together for the stream, how would we bring the puppies out?
That's a good point.
Mike Ives, me too. Me too. Unfortunately,
careful.
we do.
Gotta be careful.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
It lets us do what we want to do.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. We're going to go
Okay.
into the first case.
Chris S says we need 500 super chats.
How are we going to hold
That's
the
a
dogs?
good number.
How are we going to hold the dogs?
That's it's a good number though. I mean,
Well, Adriana is tracking, so
okay. Chris says that he agrees.
yeah, he
Okay,
says he'd
I get it.
rather see the puppies.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I'd rather bring the puppies out than like bribe everyone to give us money.
Your husband says they're coming soon.
Oh, okay. So let's get into
Yeah.
crime. then.
Okay.
Let's talk crime.
Let's talk crime.
I think we've said that
Okay.
a million times.
Should we go through the disclaimer?
I'm gonna kick your ass. Probably not. You're handcuffed. I feel bad.
I've got a handy
All right. So I'm gonna start off with one of my crimes. Okay.
okay.
It
let's
is,
start with
and please, I may butcher names. I'm doing the best I can, so don't come for me. All right, it happens.
this. Yes, it happens. It happens.
Adrian Insagna, that's how I read it,
It looks right.
and Leslie Mazzara. This happened Halloween of 2004.
Okay.
So Adrian, Leslie, and Lauren Minza were all roommates. They all lived together.
Mhm.
Agreed.
Adriana had a good point.
Yes.
Good point.
Now they're in Napa Valley, California,
Okay.
and they all live together, splitting the rent. And they're all the same age, so they're early 20s. Trying to make ends meet.
Mhm.
And what? The bots are here?
Sorry,
Are they?
Mr.
Aw.
Davilar.
Bots are here.
Welcome to them. Sorry.
Yay.
I'm just super excited.
Glad
about
you're
that.
here.
Yep.
True crime. Come on, it's okay.
Yes.
Okay, so they are there on Halloween. Trick-or-treaters have come. They've handed out the last of the candy. Like, you know what? Let's go to bed. Got to work tomorrow. Blah, blah, blah. Off they go. Meanwhile, there's a guy outside in the yard just watching the house.
It's creepy.
Smoking cigarettes, leaving the butts everywhere. Which, okay, what are you, dumb? But
I don't like
anyway,
that. I don't like that.
leaving the cigarette
what
butts
year is
all
this?
over. 2004.
So DNA's a thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He's
just
not.
checking.
He's not a smart
Just checking.
criminal.
Just checking.
So
Yeah.
Oh, someone tipped out. Someone timed out Chris. Sorry,
Oops.
Chris. It was an accident. Okay. Cheech is here. Hi, Cheech. Happy early Halloween. Okay, so this guy's out there. He's watching the house. He's smoking these cigarettes, like a lot of them. So there's all these cigarette butts because he's stupid. And he waits for the house to go dark, and he waits for them to go to bed. So Lauren, right? Lauren had gone to bed. She's on the first floor, and she heard some noise. Well, what the noise was he was going in an unlocked kitchen window.
Oh.
And so she's like, I'm going to look and see what this noise is, But she's not too freaked out. She's thinking maybe there's some kids TP in the house or something like that. Then all of a sudden she hears this gut-wrenching, terrifying scream from upstairs. And then she hears someone barreling down the stairs.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. So she's like, F this. Nope. And so I want to get this right. So she runs out the door. She's like, screw this. She bolts out the door, hides in the yard, and she watches and she sees the guy go back out the same window he came in. So she waits a little bit longer.
Why'd you cut the window? That might cut the door.
I told you he wasn't smart.
Yeah, apparently not.
Not smart.
Okay.
So then he leaves. He takes off. She goes back in the house. She goes upstairs and she finds Leslie Mazzara face down in a pool of blood.
Oh no.
Yeah. That was the terrifying gut-wrenching scream.
Yeah.
So in the door, she was right in the doorway of her bedroom. So like she was trying to get out.
That's not good.
And then Lauren found Adrian hiding behind Leslie's bed. So maybe Adrian had come to try and see what was going on with Leslie and crouched down behind the bed. She was alive, but she had been stabbed multiple times. And so she crouched down, I guess probably played dead,
Yeah,
something
probably,
like that. But she's still alive. So,
Okay.
so then Lauren runs to the landline to call 911, but it's dead. Just like in a scary movie.
Yeah,
but it really did happen. It was dead.
Mm-hmm.
So then she's like, okay, I'm going to bolt and get my cell phone.
Yeah.
So she runs, gets the cell phone.
Back in the times when there weren't smartphones, so you didn't just have them next to you at all times, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
back in those days.
I need a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I also, real quick, I have pictures of these guys. It
was a very intense moment.
It's Adrienne and Leslie.
Yeah.
Young, so you can put a face to the
beautiful girls.
Yeah. 24, you said? 26?
23? 26? Shoot, I didn't write it down. See, we're trying to
Yes,
condense it all.
26.
Did I?
I see it from here.
They're all 26.
Okay.
I wrote it in big letters. Okay. So she grabs her cell phone and then she's like, F this, I'm probably still in danger. So she leaves.
Yeah.
She gets in her car. Yeah. She's calling 911 and she takes off. And so the police and the authorities are like, wait, what? And she's like, I'm not there.
Yeah.
I'm out.
She's
so
smart.
They yeah.
She doesn't leave cigarette butts laying around. She's smart.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. In the scary movies and stuff, who gets killed? The one that goes back in to see what's going on?
Yeah.
You get help.
Mm-hmm.
You get help, right? Anyway. So she they get there and Adrienne's still alive. But unfortunately she didn't make it to the hospital. So they both passed from their injuries. And so Adrienne had a friend named Lily Prudhomme.
Okay.
I think. Lily and her fiance, Eric Koppel, they used to come over to Adrienne's house all the time and kind of hang out. And, you know, she was in love and they were getting married. And eventually they did end up getting married, right? And they're all, you know, like, oh my gosh, can't believe this happened to our friend. And suddenly, on September 27th of 2005, Eric Koppel turns himself in for the murders.
2005, like a year later?
Yeah, a year later.
Wow.
Yep. So what happened, by now they're married,
okay.
And the police had ran all the DNA, and so they had all these cigarette butts. Well, these cigarette butts were camel Turkish gold.
I thought you were going to say Camel Crush. I was like, man, he's stupid and a wuss.
Well, Turkish gold. Anyway, he's like, they're going to release this information. Everybody's going to know it was me. So he went to his family. He confessed to them. And then they convinced him to go turn himself in.
Okay. We have a point of clarification real quick. Who was he in relation to the couple that was killed?
He was Adrienne's friend's fiance at the time of the murder. What they think is that, and they don't know, no motive was ever given. They truly, it says here, so he gave no motive. Then he waived his right, pled guilty on 2 counts of first-degree murder, sentenced to life without the possibility of parole, and waived his right for appeal. He was like, I'm never talking about it. I'm done. He was very emotional. There's a lot of There's a lot of theories that maybe he was jealous of the amount of time that Adrienne was spending over there, or, you know, there's just theories. Nobody really knows because he just zipped it. Yeah. And he's never getting out on parole, and he's never going to appeal. Speaking of, guess who else is out? Chris S. is out of timeout. Oh, sorry. Welcome back.
That's semi-related.
Welcome back. And Mrs. Independent Joe is here. I see Richie. Nope. Who was saying hi? Jerry Black was saying. Nimrox, it was a very specific cigarette, and that's what freaked him out. He's not a bright one. So, but no, they never found out why. I know. Okay, it's 9:39, so don't forget, if you want to get into the giveaway after this next crime, we'll probably start shutting it down for the first giveaway, don't you think?
Yeah, I think that's about right. Yeah. Okay.
So get in for that first giveaway.
All right. Ready for the next crime?
Are you guys? How are we doing? Is everybody doing okay? Are you good? All right.
I'm ready.
Got a drink?
Okay. I mean, I have a drink.
Okay. We're also going to make the other old-fashioned soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll get through a few more crimes.
Okay.
Then, we're going to refresh. Okay, so the next one is from 2011, so not horribly long ago, and it comes from Chicago's South Side. And this whole thing happened over a missing bag of candy, which, like, if we were talking about a 5-year-old getting mad over a bag of candy, I'd be like, yeah, I get it. You worked hard. You walked a lot. You earned that candy. You
Unless
knocked on
the
the door of a
5-year-old
stranger.
killed someone, that would be.
Well, then I might not be so.
Yeah.
But this was a 55-year-old. 55. So his name is Liddell Peoples, and I have a picture. This is Liddell. Okay. Notice there's a little scab over his eyeball. Keep that in mind. Just put that in the back of your mind.
A little scab? He looks creepy as fuck.
Yeah. Okay, listen, my thing isn't letting me. There we go. Okay, there it is.
Great live, Michelle and Kathy Jones.
Thank you.
Cheers, Richie Z.
Thank you. Okay, so Liddell and Maria Adams met back in 2007, so like 4 years beforehand. At that time, Liddell was about 51 and Maria was about 45. And over the years, they spent quite a bit of time exchanging money and gifts for relations. Okay, over the course of their 4-year relationship. Okay.
Wait, for 4 years, they exchanged gifts and money for relations?
Yeah. Like he would give her gifts and money and she would give him relations for 4 years.
So they were married?
No.
Oh.
No, they were not. They were, I wouldn't even call it dating at this point, really. So
they were.
Halloween night 2011, Liddell discovered that a bag of Halloween candy was missing. And he got thinking about it and he was like, you know what? There's been a lot of times that Maria's been over here and things have gone missing while she's here. So he got a little upset about it.
I mean,
okay.
Isn't that kind of how that works sometimes?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he started looking around and found some of the candy wrappers in Maria's coat pocket.
Uh-oh. Hey.
So.
Cheers, Mike Stahl.
Hey, cheers.
Don't worry, Adriana stepped up for you.
Oh.
No. Love you, glad you're here.
I have a lighter. We can explain this burn. Okay. So then he confronted her. Maria, in turn, threw a glass plate as his head.
So she had candy wrappers.
Yep, in her pocket. He confronted her, and so she was like, okay, here we go. Bam! Threw a glass plate at his head. It ended up giving him a cut above his eye, which we saw earlier. So that's what that cut was.
Okay.
So he ended up getting angry and started walking towards Maria. Like, no, you're not going to throw a glass plate at my eye and cut my eye open. Like, he started walking towards her. She, in defense, grabbed 2 steak knives out of the knife block. But Liddell ended up wrestling her to the ground. And forced them out of her hands. Then he stabbed her multiple times. And then he started thinking about how this wound was going to scar him for life. So then he started getting real angry.
So he's vain.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, quite. So then he was like, oh, this is going to scar me forever. So he stomped on her back and her head. At this point, yeah. Mm-hmm.
See, those are the ones I hate.
Oh, I know.
Oh, it's just
I know. I'm like, she's already wounded. Why
icky.
you? So then he went to the. It's almost over.
Okay.
Then he went to the kitchen drawer and grabbed the biggest knife. But then he just kind of poked her with it to see if she would react, and she didn't move. And so he was like, okay, but she was still breathing. So I mean, he was like, okay, so she's not reactionary at this point. So then he was like, okay, so now at this point, like, I've gone too far. I'm going to put her outside. But then he realized that just an hour before this, they had relations. And so he was like, that's not going to work. The police are going to come and think that this was, like, attempted murder and you know, all these bad things. So,
I mean,
I was like, dude, like, at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
real quick, Joseph has a very important question.
Oh.
All the stuff. All the stuff. Welcome to the stuff.
So.
And then, real quick, Mike Ives with the Super Chat says gifts for relations. So they were married.
Yeah.
Thank you for the super chat. I just wanted to. Everything jumped and I got a little worried. So, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so he ended up changing his clothes because, you know, that's important. And then he put all the knives in the sink and then he called 911.
I mean, because he's smart like the last guy.
Operations. That's how you should run this through. Yeah.
Read that.
Right. Yeah, exactly. They're not going to get. I hope he left the wrappers in her pocket or something. So
I mean,
he called 911. The police arrived, and at this point, Liddell's sitting on the front porch, and he's very calm and seemed together at this point.
yeah, he's done now.
I know, yeah. So the officer came in and was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And he goes, "That bleep is crazy. She threw a plate at my head." So, like, instantaneously working on his self-defense motive.
And charming at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, officer went into the phone, found Maria unconscious and being attended to by paramedics. They found blood, broken dishes on the ground, and then the 3 knives in the kitchen sink. Like, what do we want to bet that he didn't wash them? Like, he just put them in there and washed them? Because he's a guy. I mean, he's not going to wash his own dishes, right?
That's amazing.
I'm just throwing that out there. So, at this point, Maria is unresponsive, has a pretty weak pulse. She ended up 5 days later, never regaining consciousness, passed away in the hospital. The autopsy showed there were 28 wounds on Maria's body, the directions of which indicated that she had been stabbed by someone holding a knife in each hand.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
He was going to let him soak.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Sure. He'll get it later. Uh-huh. They ended up giving him a psych evaluation in May of 2013, so a couple years later. He was diagnosed with, I'm going to read off the list here, schizoaffective disorder, paranoid schizophrenia, cognitive disorder, cocaine abuse, but they still deemed he was fit to stand trial as long as he was medicated.
I mean,
I'm impressed.
I mean, if they had him medicated long enough to see the difference,
Yeah.
then
I mean,
he's in custody. They can keep him medicated, and then he can take part in his own trial. So that makes sense.
I guess I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
So then in court, he claimed self-defense up one side and down the other after Maria hit him with a plate. And I'm like, dude, there's a limit.
I mean, I don't know. Well, if I throw a plate at you, is it self-defense? I'm just asking.
I mean,
I'm asking for Kathy.
Asking for science.
Yeah.
He was found guilty of first-degree murder. He was sentenced to 30 years in prison, and at this point, he's like in his mid-50s. So it's basically life.
Unless he gets parole.
Yes. He still contends to this day that was an excessive amount, and he has filed multiple appeals, the most recently in February 2020. And
excessive. She threw a plate. You did horrible things.
Want to talk about excessive. And so every appeal that he's ever thrown in there has been denied. So he's going to hang out in there for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
So another wonderful ending to a wonderful crime.
It gets better. Don't worry.
It does?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Not this one. I mean the rest of the case.
Oh. I'm like, what else happened?
Right?
That's for the full-length feature film. Okay.
Right.
So, all right. So now that we're done with that one, it is 9:48. So, we're going to wrap up. We're going to cut off that first giveaway. Don't worry, we got another one coming at the end of the stream.
Mm-hmm.
So, to get into the next one, every $5 that you donate to the channel through Super Chat or the PayPal or Venmo links in the description will get you into the drawing for the next one, playing Pick It or Pass It, which means you get to pick a box if your name is drawn. And if you don't like what's in it or you think there's something better, you can pass and go to the next one. So Adriana's going to let us know how many people we have entered right now. We're going to pick a number, and then 44 entries. Look at her go. 44 entries. So we're going to do our little randomizer here. Also, tonight we're doing our Patreon giveaway, so stick around for that.
1 through 44. We're going to push generate, and the answer is 3. 3. I double check. 3.
And then we have another old-fashioned make that is not smoked.
Yes. Do you want me to do that now?
Might as well.
Okay.
You can do it while I start the next.
That's true. That's true.
Well, unless you have to pick a box, so never mind.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
The reason is because we have these glasses, and they're not as cool as our Rocks glasses. I'm just saying that right now. But they're these glasses that Richie Z, pick a number, buddy.
Congratulations.
So these freeze like around them. You turn them upside down, you fill them with water, you put this thing on it, and they freeze so they can chill your drinks without watering them down.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try them. I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot. Chris,
got him under here.
what did I miss? Chris, Richie Z won the first giveaway. He's about to tell us which mystery box.
It looks like so. So you freeze them like this?
No, so what you do is you turn them upside down. This comes off. You fill them with water around the rim. Put this back on. Stick them in the freezer. And then all this is frozen.
Okay.
And then you put your drink right in there.
The drink goes in this part. Oh, that's nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, he picked two.
Okay.
Okay, that's me.
That's
Yay.
you.
All right. Pumpkin. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. Ooh.
So Richie Z in mystery box number 2 is one of our new retro rocks glasses and a cocktail set of artisanal bitters.
Oh yes, and they're good ones, too.
Artisanal. I don't know.
Aromatic, orange, cherry, and coffee.
They are from Warren Reserve LLC.
Yes.
So let us know if you'd like to pick that, or if you'd like to pass it and try for something else.
Adriana's a big fan of our glasses.
So let us know what the plan is. Whiskey Mountains. Oh, that's awesome. I hate when drinks get remotely warm. Me too.
Clifton, I'm with you. I felt like that was a really good present for Criminals and Cocktails, man.
What?
Yes. The cocktails glass and the bitters. Yeah, Clifton agrees. It's a fun prize.
He's going to go with one.
All right. Okay.
So we'll put our pumpkin back up there. Good luck.
Still on the table.
Here we go. And in mystery box, woohoo, number 1.
Ooh.
So we have a Remus, Idaho store pick. So congratulations, Richie.
Yes.
We will get this on the way.
I have one of these at home. I've opened it. It's really good. Big fan myself.
It is 114.2 proof and single barrel 2022 Idaho Select Barrel 315. There you go. Congratulations. All right.
Hey.
Tim Evans says, Richie, nice job living dangerously. All right. So now, if you want to start, we're just going to make the old fashioned that we just had in the new glass, and I'll start the next frame.
Okay, sounds good.
So, Kathy Jo, you opened that bottle.
Not that one. Sorry. I have one at home.
Oh.
I have one at home.
Okay.
Same barrel and everything that I opened, and I had that yesterday, and it's real good.
I have one, but I have not tried it yet, so I need to.
Okay, well, when the stream's over.
And then Richie Z and I can talk about it with you on how good it was or not. Those of you that were waiting on shipments while Ellie has been sick, she is doing better. Kathy J came over. We packaged everything up.
Yes.
And it is all headed to the post office.
Yes.
You should have received tracking numbers. It's boxes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Don't forget, we're going to do another drawing at the end of the stream.
Ready for the Pony Express.
In about Pony Express. You are correct.
It's ready for the Pony Express.
It's the Pony Express. Anyway.
So cocktails.
So in about 30 minutes, we will do the final giveaway. So again, every $5. All right. Meanwhile, and if you can't enter, that's okay. If you wouldn't mind doing something really free that helps us out, just hit that like button. Or if you haven't subscribed, that all helps us. I mean, it's a cop and a convict.
I mean, hello.
This thing is...
I'm so mad I didn't give Mustard a cocktail costume. That would have been so freaking cute. Regrets. I have regrets.
That's all right. Fifth Quarter Tailgate says he really liked his Patreon perks this time. So thanks. You're welcome. And I hope we really put a lot of thought into your perks swag bag packages that you guys get. So I love all the feedback, good or bad. So thank you. I'm glad you got them, and I'm glad you liked them. And stick around because we are doing that patron giveaway at the end of the stream as well. And all you had to do was be a patron, and you were entered to win that beautiful prize. Okay. Next crime. While you make me this. So these glasses, I honestly, I don't really know much about them.
Can I tell you a hidden feature?
What?
There are little triangles on the bottom of this that are really going to make this whole stirring thing real easy.
I mean,
I'm a fan of this. Carry on.
I love it when you get excited.
This is nice.
That's nice. Anyway, I didn't know much about these. I don't have any vested interest. We're not sponsored. I don't, they just said, hey, will you try these?
Right.
It's like in beta form. Let us know what you think. I'm like, we'll do it on a stream.
We're on it.
It is a double wall freeze cooling cup, whiskey cup. It is a cooling tumbler for white wine, bourbon, whiskey. Anyway, and it's Opard, I think is how you say it, is the name of the company. So
Opard.
we're just gonna see. I want to see if it's any good. I don't know. Sounds kind of intriguing. I will say this though. They're plastic.
Yeah, they're plastic, so I can't break them.
Which honestly,
I shouldn't challenge myself.
In the summer when they're cold and you're like in the pool or something, plastic is good. I'll take plastic all day long.
Oh, this is great. And I like that they have this nice little grip on them so your fingers don't freeze.
Hey, Keith J is here. Cheers, beautiful ladies. Glad I could stay awake here on the East Coast. I'm glad you could too. And then I just missed something. I don't know where it went. Okay. See, I'm so bad at this when I'm not paying attention. Oh, John T there. Definitely awesome. Thanks. And Whiskey Mountain says it's snowing there. She's got 2 pairs of socks on.
I'm coming to your house.
And Tim says that you could break it.
Okay, listen, husband.
If she throws it at your face.
Just because I'm a klutz and a half, okay? Yeah, if I throw it at his face. We just talked about this.
Okay, should we talk about Dawson McGee?
We should.
Okay.
Who's he?
Dawson McGee, he was 23, I want to say. And, he was
I'm fine.
If you guys could only see what's going on over here.
I'm just spilling a little. It's fine.
How are you even measuring that? It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Anyway. So.
I had an open cut on that finger and it burns.
So Dawson McGee, he didn't have the best relationship with his stepmother, and his dad and him were going hunting. So okay, let me back up because this was kind of backwards. Okay. Sorry, I got lost in my own notes.
Oh, you know what? I have a picture though.
Please.
So while you're thinking,
okay,
let me bring up a
this
picture
one
of Dawson.
I gotta get right.
So here's Dawson. He, I love his pants. Just jail. Straight up jail.
Okay. I got it confused. See, I got my cases confused because they're so short, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to diving into their backgrounds and getting to know them.
So now, remember that one week when I researched for the wrong case and came in? And we had to do a whole different case, and I was trying to get the two mixed up. Now you know what it's like, except for it's 4 instead of 2.
Got it.
It's a whole thing. Okay. Hey, you want a cocktail?
I do. Okay, let's see if this.
Cheers.
Cheers. Where the frick's my orange?
Click.
Where's
crap.
my orange?
It's not
Again.
Nutcracker.
I'm just saying. Tim, she did.
I need your
she
scissor
spilled the
stick.
whiskey. I don't need the cherry.
Oh.
Okay, give me the cherry.
Oh, you know what? I have tongs.
You just made me pull all my stuff off my swizzle stick. All right.
Hang on.
Anyway, moving on.
This.
Okay. So, I got it confused. Let's start over.
Okay.
All right. So, Dawson and Kathleen, his mom, he always had something going on. There was always like a big traumatic thing, or he would start, she gave a lot of attention to an autistic, member of the family or friend of the family. So he would start kind of mimicking those behaviors so that she would pay attention to him. And it was kind of like he would fake being confused or being able to do things because then he got her attention.
Okay.
And so meanwhile, she is getting involved in this advocacy group. Yep, thank you. And they're empowering her to be like, listen, this kid, you're doing everything for him, and he's not a kid. You're he's manipulating you. You need to stand up for yourself. Don't take his shit. He's got an attitude. He's he's demanding stuff. And they're like, no, he is a grown-ass adult. Knock it off. So she's feeling a little empowered, you know. And so on Halloween, she is making dinner for this advocacy group. And she calls her other son to learn how to use her rice cooker.
Okay.
Apparently her son knew how to use it and was telling her. So she gets on this call around 4, but at 5, when her daughter Caitlin called her, she didn't answer the phone. She was supposed to pick Caitlin up after being out of town.
Oh no.
So Caitlin's like, what's going on? You know, she calls. So she calls her brother, Dawson, and says, hey, mom's not answering. Will you come get me? Yes. So Dawson goes to pick her up. Meanwhile, Dawson says to Caitlin, I need to pick up my medication.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go to my dealer's house.
That's not medication, my friend.
Okay.
That's not medication.
But first, they're going to go to a fast food restaurant, get some food.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So they get some food at the fast food place. They're heading back to his medication, and he ends up driving around for like an hour lost. He's like, oh, I don't drive good at night. I easily get lost. And Caitlin's like, what the hell? So he finally finds his dealer's house. He's in there 20 minutes, and then he comes out and he's like, I've been throwing up. And she's like, I just want to go home. It's been 4 hours now since he picked her up. She's like, I want to go home.
Clifton has a good question.
I actually looked for that, and I don't know. They just said a fast food establishment.
Okay.
And someone else said a fast food. It was weird. I don't remember the word they used, but I'm like, eh? Okay. So anyway, I don't know is the short answer. No clue.
Medication. I use for relation. Medication and relations.
Oh,
you guys get us. Okay.
So after 4 hours, they finally get home, and she's like, I need to go check on mom. And he's like, no, she's asleep. Don't be waking up someone in the middle of the night. Leave her alone. She wasn't feeling well. A connotation.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
It's a good idea.
She's like, fine. But she notices he's like pacing in front of the bedroom, you know, kind of guarding it, so to speak. But she's like, whatever. He's weird as shit anyway.
Yeah,
so she goes to bed.
Some stuff.
So the next day, Caitlin like knocks on the door, and she's like, Mom, where are you? Where are you? And she couldn't wake her up. So she finally gets in the door, and Mom is not sick.
Another point of clarification. This was 2011, right?
This was 2011.
Okay.
Halloween of 2011.
Okay.
Yes. So, so his sister finds Kathleen's body the next day, 24 hours later, or I don't know if it's 24 hours later, but the next day, when she didn't get up in the afternoon, and she had been stabbed 10 times in the neck, chest, and stomach just inside her bedroom. The killer had worn a Halloween mask. The thing about that is he had a fixation on Halloween masks and horror movies.
Okay.
So once they found this piece of information out, and they found it because they found the bloody...
Okay.
They found the bloody Halloween mask in the house, as well as blood on his jacket. So Caitlin's like, he freaking did it. It was 5 p.m. the next day. So when he finally got caught, where was he? I want to say, it doesn't say, just basically that she wasn't going to take his shit anymore. But, so the minute the police start questioning him, because blood on his jacket, bloody Halloween mask, they start questioning him, and he starts faking mental illness. And I very, very rarely ever say that, because who am I to say? But there's video.
Yeah.
He's in there, and he's like sitting there, and he's like this, and he's like, then the cops walk in, and he's like, no, oh, where am I? And he's acting all confused, and he's like breathing really heavy. And then they went out to get him a glass of water, and then he's like sitting there. Unless he switches back and forth that quickly, I think we're pretty safe to say that it probably wasn't real.
Yeah.
And he did have a history of kind of doing those theatrics. So he's faking it. But his main defense through the entire trial was that he was insane. He wasn't fit to stand trial. He said he suffered from delusions.
I've seen this video.
You did?
Definitely
an act, right?
I have to go back and watch this.
Yeah, you need to see it.
I need to.
It's like clear as day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they finally, the jury was like, no, you're not legally insane. You're a freaking cuckoo. Nimrock says if you kill your mom, there's no faking mental illness. So here's the thing, though. He said the jury was like, we don't buy it. 15 years. You're done for.
Okay. Wait, 15?
That's it. 15 years to life in prison.
Okay, to life. Okay. Yeah. All right.
I mean, I don't know. What do you think? So to this day, he, as far as I know, just kept saying that he was mentally ill. Yeah. He didn't like what his mommy said, and he threw a temper tantrum, and he stabbed her 10 times. I don't get it. All right, what do you think of this glass? How's it working?
It's working. I like this, and I love the idea of using it for white wine. That is genius.
Okay, I don't know. The glass is cold. My drink is...
I keep moving it around, so I think that helps me.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't want to have to keep moving my drink. I'm going to spill it.
That's true.
I love the idea of it. I want to love it. I don't think that the execution's there.
Yeah.
I don't.
7 out of 10. 6 out of 10.
Would you buy it?
Not having used it, yeah, but having used it, probably not.
The idea of it is great.
Yeah. So. I do like the fact that they turned it from a very thick glass to a very thin rim up here. I'm very picky about this. I am super picky about the thickness of my cocktail glasses. So I'm very happy that they thinned it out.
Okay, so Clifton says, I always forget to put my wine in the glass to chill it before I want to drink it. I need this product. I'll be honest.
Do you mean you just drink it out of the bottle? Because
same. No.
Because props to you, man. Great job.
Now maybe, it was in the freezer, well, for 12 hours.
Okay.
I don't know if...
But it also sat here for almost an hour. So maybe if we would have taken it directly out of the freezer and poured something in it, that may have made a difference.
That could have made all the difference.
We're going to have to reassess.
We'll have to reassess that because we did do half of the stream, 30 minutes probably.
Okay.
And it's not very big, so that could have made the difference. So anyway.
Okay. Oh, good. Okay. Clifton clarified. He forgets to put his wine in the fridge before he wants. Okay. All right. I'm picking up. You know what you do, Clifton? You take a paper towel, wet it down, wrap your paper towel around the bottle, pop it in the freezer for like 15 minutes. Big difference.
By then the bottle's gone.
I do it all the time. All the time. And then Adriana confirms that we really are twins. So she's picking in the opposite sense. So this is why we work together. See? It works. It works.
Oh my gosh. Okay. It is 10:08. Don't forget about our giveaway. We still have 2 mystery boxes over here and the one that we opened earlier if you were sticking around. So you don't know what's in those boxes.
Yeah.
$5 gets you an entry. Donated to the channel. Helps us with things like our mediocre lights that we just bought.
Yes. Oh, no, they're great. They're really nice lights. They are.
I like them. They weren't too expensive. It was in our budget, and I like them much better than what we started with.
Yeah. No,
so,
they're
thanks,
great.
guys. Okay. Rabbit has a similar freezer glass. I am drinking my whiskey out of mine right now, but no swirly triangles.
The swirly triangles were actually super helpful for me. They really helped to mix it up. I didn't have
to mix it up. Yeah. I'm like, what did they do?
Yeah, no, because I could just sit there and swirl the sugar and the water around, and it was nice. It was really nice.
So Whiskey Mountain's what I used to do with Coke cans when I was in high school, or Pepsi cans, or whatever. I would put them in the freezer for a minute because usually I'd forgotten to, and I'd go brush my teeth or whatever, and then I'd wrap aluminum foil around them and take them to school, and it held in whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. So, Coke can.
What?
That's what you did with your Coca-Cola cans.
Oh my gosh.
Wrapped it in aluminum foil to keep it cold.
You're killing me.
I know.
Plus, you aren't that good at smoking shit, so.
I know, right?
We're just saying.
I clearly do not have the experience necessary. Okay.
See, I'm sorry. I like the ice ball.
I do like the ice
ball. I like the ice ball better. I don't
that.
think there's a substitution that I found yet.
That's true.
This
Yeah.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
So, and also that doesn't say women of whiskeys.
That is true. Sean Peak, probably not.
No, I heard it when I said it, so I clarified.
The minute it came
For sure. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You ready for another crime?
Yes.
This one's kind of fun.
Okay, let's do a fun crime.
This one's kind of fun.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, it's still a crime in all fairness.
I mean, I was gonna roll with that.
But this one reminds me of like a very cute old time movie.
Real quick, where's the puppies?
Yeah, puppies. Men.
Please.
Okay.
Please, the puppies.
So this one, we're going all the way back to 1957. 57.
Okay.
In
1957.
Sun Valley, California.
So DNA not a huge thing.
Not a huge, no. But it wasn't necessary, and
Okay.
you'll see why in a second. So there's this guy named Peter Fabiano, and he's a 35-year-old hairdresser and salon owner. And he was married to a beautiful woman named Betty. Here's Peter and Betty.
Oh.
Isn't she beautiful?
Wow. And I mean,
it's a 1957
they're a
picture.
great looking couple.
I know,
Honestly.
yeah, really.
Yeah.
Peter was 35. Betty was about the same age.
Okay.
Okay. So Halloween night, of course, all these things happen on Halloween night. Doorbell rang just after about 11 p.m. And so he walked over and opened the door. Obviously, 1957, he's going to open the door.
Okay. Yeah.
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 So,
that's what you do. Did you hear that, man? He opened the door.
She heard. Speaking of men opening doors,
It's the puppies.
we have Wonder Woman with a mohawk.
Wonder Woman.
And what we're all saying, I'm just here for the booze.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Even mustard.
Sorry, we get excited about our
I
babies.
missed you.
Thank you.
Sicky, I missed you too, Mom. I'm exhausted.
Okay.
Okay. Is Ellie a little cold? They've been outside.
Real cold.
Okay. I think
Probably-
she's been inside. Mustard's been outside. Her hips are.
No, she's probably in the blanket.
She's been jacket dogging, I think.
Dogging.
Okay. So, doorbell rang. Yes, Mustard Ellie. Fifth quarter tailgates gets us. Okay. So
Don't forget, if mustard yawns, what's
it's
the
true.
rule?
It's true.
Everybody
There
drinks.
she goes.
Oh my gosh, all I had to do was say it. Everybody drinks when mustard
Mhm.
yawns.
Yeah, okay. So she heard him answer the door. He opened the door and he found a tall trick-or-treater, which, for children, hey, don't lick her. Usually you're expecting children. But at
Right.
11 p.m., that's late.
I
Okay.
mean, yeah.
It was somebody wearing men's clothing, like blue jeans, khaki jacket, red gloves, and a painted face with a domino mask, which I had to Google this to make sure I knew what a domino mask was. It's like an Incredibles mask. Okay? It just covers the eyes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had to Google it. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Google.
Fifth quarter using the mustard
Mhm.
emoji.
Mustard Ellie,
Nice.
I like it. So before he even had a chance to be like, all right, here you go, put a trick or treat in the bag, in the brown paper bag, he was given a trick or treat himself when a single 22 bullet came blasting out of the paper bag and into his chest.
Mm.
So
Out of the trick-or-treat
got
bag?
switched around.
So it was like trick or
Here you go.
trick or shoot?
Yeah, exactly.
That's messed
So
up.
Betty heard this, came running to the door, but at this time the killer was running away. She barely got a glimpse of the killer. Now I would like to introduce two extra women into this story.
Because there's okay.
Okay. So Joan Rabel, 40 years old. She works in a salon, specifically Fabiano's salon.
Fabiano's?
Fabiano's
Is that
salon.
fabulous?
Yes. But it's the one that, Peter Fabiano ran.
Right. In
So-
1957.
In 1957, yes. So Joan, in her extracurriculars, had met Betty, who, the wife of the salon owner, obviously. Yes, she really is. It's really great.
She's
She's
like,
like, look at my paws.
I'm so nervous.
Yes, I'm flying upside down. Yes.
Actually, you know what she's
Queen.
saying? Rub my belly.
Right? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So Joan had met Betty through this. Betty being Peter's wife.
Okay.
And she considered herself a very close friend.
Oh.
I felt that. Mm-hmm. She considered herself a close friend of the Fabianos. She claimed that Betty had told her that Peter was controlling and abusive.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that actually was probably not something that people talked about much back then.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the
So
fact
when
that
someone
she's
says that,
talking
you're
about
like,
it, oh, she on to it.
All right. Quit interrupting my story here. I'm trying to hear how this ends.
So Joan and Betty, who, for the record, were a little more than friends, if you know what I mean.
Relations?
Relation. Okay. But in the 50s, you don't talk about that.
No.
At all.
No.
So that was very, like, under the radar.
You get a chicken pot pie.
Yeah, right? So Joan started
That's what I call it.
Let's go with it.
It's a chicken pot pie.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
So Joan started to have these obsessions about, I need to free Betty. I need to get her away from here.
Uh-oh.
So earlier in 1957, same year, Joan had met Goldine Pizer, which
we're never getting through this story.
What a Sun Valley, California name. Like Goldine. So over coffee, Joan had been talking with Goldine about Peter's dark side, and she described him as pure evil. So over the course of a few months, Joan convinced Goldine to become an unpaid hit woman.
Okay. Hey, if you're my friend,
Goldine,
you'll do this for me.
Goldine may or may not have wanted to have relations with Joan.
You don't talk about that either.
This whole triangle thing. Yes. So Joan ended up giving Goldine money to buy a gun. So unpaid hit woman, debatable.
Okay.
And then she also borrowed a car from a friend.
Okay.
And said, here. All right, here we go. Joan drove Goldine to Peter's house on Halloween night, thinking perfect distraction. You're wearing a mask.
Joan drove. Okay.
Joan drove Goldine. Put Goldine in a mask and a costume and everything so that she could easily be distracted. And then she sat and watched her take the shot to Peter.
Oh.
And then as soon as Goldine came running back and jumped in the car, Joan started to take her home and said, yes, with relations. Maybe. And so Joan told Goldine, hey, from here on out, forget you ever knew me.
Oh.
I know.
I mean,
I know, but so then the next morning, Goldine realized, oh my gosh, Joan never told me what to do with this gun.
Well, and Joan.
And you can't reach out there because, forget you ever knew me.
Yeah, so she's heartbroken, scared, and a little pissed off probably.
Oh, yeah. So she went to a storage locker in downtown LA. And, oh, darn it.
This one's sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, she's not.
Went to a storage locker in downtown LA and disposed of the gun. And weeks later, the gun was found.
Okay.
And Goldine was questioned.
Of course.
And Goldine at this point, probably heartbroken and confused and all sorts of things, spoke very freely.
Okay, but let's put this in context.
Mm-hmm.
This is in the 50s.
Yeah.
You don't talk about this.
Right.
Goldine's got feelers out there.
Right.
So she's probably very confused.
Probably, yeah.
A little bit maybe...
Dude!
Maybe a little bit like... I mean, I don't want to say uneducated, but definitely maybe sheltered from that kind of
Probably,
stuff. Yeah. And easily manipulated.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and Joan took advantage of it. Really, yeah.
Looking back at the time, it's not like you and your mom had a conversation about if you have these feelings.
Yeah.
It was more like,
those feelings don't exist.
Yeah. Oh, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
I gotta take my break.
So she and Joan were both arrested a short time later. In court, Goldine pled not guilty by reason of insanity.
She was insane from love.
She claimed that Joan put a spell over her that she was helpless to resist. It's called love, my darling.
A spell. You put a spell on me.
Both women were sentenced to 5 years in prison.
What?
5 years.
Where's your flag?
Mm-hmm. Here you go.
What?
Yay! Yeah. There we go. Goldine passed away in 1998 after, her 5 years in prison. Betty ended up selling the salon after Peter had passed away, remarried in 1966. And
Someone
then
married her?
I know.
All right.
And then she passed away in 1999. Joan, however, disappeared into thin air and nobody knows what happened to her. After she got out of prison, she
was the smarter of the two.
I mean,
or I don't know.
So
yes, 5 years seems a little light,
doesn't it?
I mean, it really does.
Doesn't that feel like a weird dark movie, like an old black and white movie though? Like trick or treat, boom. 5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
But I don't know. I don't know. But back then, was it like the wife must have been abused if she would do that? Because who would do that to their husband?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is like, I
So
don't agree with that at all.
that's it. A Halloween costume was the perfect disguise, but also not at all, because how dare you?
Okay, it's 10. This is Goodbye Earl by the Dixie
Right.
Chicks.
I love that.
So it is 10:20, so we're going to have to move this along a little bit.
Yes,
all
we
right.
can.
So don't forget about the giveaway. Thank you all for that have entered and supported us. We very much appreciate it.
Yes.
We're going to give away free shit.
Yes.
Okay, my turn.
Yes.
I'm going to talk about Shelley Ledford.
I would love to hear. Hang on, I have a picture of Shelly.
Okay, great. Shelley Ledford was 16.
Oh wait, hang on a second. Here's Goldine and Gold and Joan. Sorry.
Wait, do you know which one was which?
Yeah. Goldine is
curious.
on the left, and Joan is on the right. So Goldine is in the
see,
lighter
look,
jacket.
You can totally
Joan is
tell.
on the,
You can
yeah.
totally tell.
Oh yeah, you
the
can tell.
personalities
Oh
in
yeah.
that.
In a heartbeat. Okay, sorry.
Aw. Okay.
Okay, so who were we talking about?
Your
Shirley.
daughter.
Shirley
Okay.
Ledford. You're Shirley.
Aw. She's cute.
Yeah.
All right. So Shirley's 16. And she was hitchhiking home.
Oh, we talked about this last month. You don't hitchhike.
I know.
What year is this?
This is 1979.
Okay, so this is before that.
On
then.
Halloween.
All right.
Yes, lightning round of crimes.
Mhm.
We're almost there, but it is a crime compilation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We said we were gonna do 8 crimes in 90 minutes.
I know, and we
But
get too excited.
we spent 30 minutes doing other stuff
That's
before we
true.
even got
That's
into
very
it. But
true.
we're gonna make it. We're gonna do it. So she was picked up while
Hang
hitchhiking.
on, we have a request for a red flag. Hitchhiking. Okay, sorry.
Yes, yeah.
There we go.
79 it was.
Bring our red flag over here and put it in the
I
collection.
couldn't reach Ellie. I would have stabbed her in
That's
the
true.
face.
And we're not about stabbing today.
No,
We learned
and
this.
she's Wonder
Okay.
Woman. She kicked my ass.
Let me get a refresh.
All right. Anyway, so let me just check this. So this is October 31st, 1979. And here's the thing. You guys may have heard about these people because they were kind of big news. Yeah, Bourbon Bites hitchhiking on Halloween. Not great.
Yeah.
But this was the final victim of a pretty infamous serial killer not couple, but duo.
Okay.
Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. So she was picked up in a van. She was coming back, I think, from a Halloween party, if I'm right. Yeah. And she was picked up by Lawrence Bittaker and Roy Norris. Do you guys know who they are?
Mm-hmm.
The Toolbox Killers.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of the Toolbox Killers?
I
These guys need punishment.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to go on that. Okay. She was their final victim. Ellie is a vicious killer. Don't let that cuteness play you. Yeah,
Right.
that's true. So the Toolbox Killers, they were known for their horrendous, and we're not going to get into it too much because,
Right.
ew,
we're gonna keep it light.
horrendous things that they did for hours to their victims. They were called the Toolbox Killers.
Mm-hmm.
They were called the Toolbox
Toolbox killers.
Toolbox Killers.
Those things.
Because they spent a long period of time torturing their victims with things you would find in a toolbox: pliers, hammers, screwdrivers, things like that. But anyway,
Mhm.
Special Place in Hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Adriana, we're not getting into them because they are that
Mhm.
bad.
We've only got a few minutes. We're going to.
Well, and I don't like to go that dark.
Yeah.
Anyway, but they did kill. Oh my God, Ellie yawned.
That's a double
That
drink.
never happens. Anyway, so
1 and 2.
they killed 5 victims in the Los Angeles area, mostly teenage girls. And they sometimes videoed their crimes to watch them later because they're sick as shit.
They're disgusting.
Anyway, so after spending quite a bit of time with Kathleen and the things that they do, they dumped her on a stranger's lawn, just right in the middle of the
Oh.
grass, left her there.
Yeah.
There's an Ellie emoji.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Ellie, drink.
Treat. Okay.
I like it.
So here's the thing though. They videoed her all the time that they were with her.
Okay.
And that's actually what actually sealed the deal for the toolbox killers going to prison.
Okay.
So Shirley Ledford has a horrific, she's actually, and we're not going to get into it, but she actually is on a list for the top 10 most horrific deaths.
Oh.
And 16 years old.
Oh.
But the recording of her is what put these guys away forever. I mean,
I'm just going to put 4 more flags back here.
It's freaking terrible. So they played a recording of her horrific ordeal. It was only played for 10 minutes. A lot of people left the courtroom. The jurors were crying, and they sat completely unemotional, yelling, Ellie, stop yawning.
That's the difference between a psychopath and a sociopath. Oh, crap, yawn.
So they were both like, and kind of did the, as they're listening to it. And the best part of all of it was Bedecker was sentenced to death in 1981. And he died of natural causes in San Quentin State Prison in December of 2019. He never saw the light of day again. And I hear it wasn't so fun for him in there.
Good.
Wonderful. Norris took a plea deal for life in prison and died of natural causes in the California Medical Facility in 2020. I heard that was a long, drawn-out illness as well. So there is something to be said for that. What I would love to see is some of their family members hanging out with them for a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not going to end on a yucky note, so we're going to move on to the next crime, and we will probably never dive deep into that one because I did the short version. It was very, very hard for me to shake that one. That was a hard one to shake.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about 1981.
And take a drink. I need a drink.
Okay.
You know what I'm going to have?
Who's going to yawn?
I'm going to. Okay. I'm going to have some Woodford.
Okay.
This is double oak, though.
Oh, it's good. I've never had double oak before tonight.
Words. Go ahead.
Nice. Okay.
Last crime, and then a drawing.
Oh, last crime.
And a Patreon drawing.
Hang on.
Is that the last crime? Oh, I lied. It's not, but we got to move fast.
Okay. So this one is called Photo Shoot Gone Wrong. So this goes to 1981 in New York City. It involves Ronald Sisman, who's 39, and his girlfriend, Elizabeth Platzman, age 20, and a student at Smith University. And Ronald, a photographer, invited Elizabeth, so there's Ronald and there's Elizabeth, over for a photo shoot. Again, girlfriend, boyfriend.
Wait, what year is this?
1981.
Yeah, 81 photo shoots meant a lot of different things.
Yep.
And all the girls wanted to be a model, and it just...
They were boyfriend, girlfriend at this point. So Ron and Elizabeth were both found after the initiation of this photo shoot, brutally beaten and shot in the back of the head. Ron shot 4 times, Elizabeth shot 3 times. Okay. The house was a mess, like completely turned over. Almost looked like they had been robbed. Oh, crap, she yawned.
Everybody drink, Mustard's yawning. Cheers, Deathless Dogs. You're here just in time.
So yeah, almost looked like they had been robbed. And a 25 caliber handgun that was registered to Ron went missing in this ransacked apartment.
Don't know where it went.
Ron had applied for 2 gun permits because people had broken into his apartment before. Just gonna pop this back here real quick.
I mean, it sounds logical.
Their identification was also missing. Oh, that one dropped.
Okay,
we'll remember.
It's the handcuffs.
It's fine. Yeah.
You're not allowed. Oh shit! I'm not allowed. Sorry, Ellie.
This is why we can't have nice things. There were no signs of forced entry into Ron's apartment, and that's important. You guys are hilarious.
I think she just told me no. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
So no signs of forced entry. So then there was this whole question: like, did the attackers know Ron? Like, how else did they get into his apartment without breaking in?
Yeah, did he let him in?
The police suspected ties to a lady named Melanie Haller, who was an actress who accused Ron of trying to force her into taking drugs in the previous year.
I actually heard about that.
Yeah.
When I was researching something else that came up.
So, did she just yawn or did she chew?
Okay, really loving the drinking game, says Sean Peak. Right. Thank you. You're in for 2 more entries, by the way, Sean. You almost summoned PETA.
They ended up dropping the charges on the Melanie case because the police decided that it was nothing.
They're like,
no. And the police also decided that these 2 cases were not related. So there was that. Then I would like to introduce something real quick called the Son of Sam Killer. For those of you who are involved in true crime, you might be. His name is David Richard Berkowitz, which here he is. This is David
What's
Richard
he have to do
Berkowitz.
with this? Is he part of this?
He's also known as the 44 caliber killer, and he might be part of this. There are
Okay.
suspicions. So he had killed 6 and wounded 7 others between July 1976 and July 1977. Oh, shit, a yawn.
Okay.
He also started, he was the cause of the biggest manhunt in New York City history.
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah.
We're going to dig into that.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
And every time he committed a crime, he would leave letters and mock police and promise further crimes. Oh, damn it, Mustard. He was arrested in 77, August of 77, for 8 shootings. He confessed to all of them immediately. Son of a bitch.
We're never getting through these crimes because that freaking dog won't quit yawning. They're tired pups.
He claimed that he was obeying orders of a demon manifesting in the form of his neighbor's dog. His neighbor's name was Sam.
Okay, got it.
So that's where Son of Sam comes in. Son of a bitch.
All right, and he has he's introduced to this of.
So he confessed to being a member of a violent satanic cult called the Children, which is tied to another.
I have to say,
yeah,
a violent satanic cult, and you named it the Children.
I know.
Okay, just checking.
But it is tied to another satanic cult called the Process, and the Process is alleged to have been tied to Charles Manson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you win. You kicked the Porter Tailgate's ass.
Hey, roll it out.
No. Porter Tailgate.
Oh, sorry. 5th Quarter Tailgate.
Yeah,
sorry. I was reading the wrong name. My bad. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, Shane. Okay. So,
Dan.
Huh?
Nothing. Go ahead.
No, yeah, sorry. Dan.
Got
it. And okay, sorry.
Go
We'll
ahead.
get back. So then the Children cult orchestrated the killings that they all did as a ritual murder. And a prison informant had told police that David Berkowitz, the Son of Sam serial killer, said that the cult would perform a ritual killing on Halloween and described the location to be Ronald Sisman's apartment.
Full loop.
There it is.
Okay, it took
There's
me a
the
minute. I was
connection.
tracking.
They claimed that the whole. It must do my
Okay, you
hands
guys
up.
can't see this,
Go
but
ahead.
Mustard is eating the handcuffs.
Here we go. Yep, here it is. So David had claimed that Ron had recorded David's last murder from a distance, and the murder and robbery was because they were looking for the film. And then in many of the other cult killings, personal identification was stolen, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So essentially the murders are still unsolved and no arrests have been made.
No arrests have been made.
No arrests have been
Still
made.
unsolved.
Mm-hmm. 40 years later.
Blame it on the cult.
Yep.
Blame it on the cult. If you can't solve it, blame it on the cult.
Yep.
All right, last one. You guys ready? So this is going to be a quick one. We're going to do a speed crime. So if you want in on that drawing, now's the time.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Then we're going to do the Patreon drawing as well.
Yes.
And then, I mean, the dogs are tired.
I mean,
Be
yeah.
half drunk by then. All right, here we go. This one, I don't know how to say it. It's Lisk, or Liske. I tried to do that thing where you ask how to say it, and
nothing.
And
Quit
nothing.
chewing my handcuffs.
So I know, Nimrax, I hate the unsolved ones. I think that's the first unsolved we've ever done.
Here's BJ.
Okay, so this is BJ. William, I'm gonna go with
Leask.
I'm gonna go with Leask because
Okay.
in my mind that's what I've been saying the whole time I researched it.
Fine.
So William Leask, also known as BJ.
Yeah.
BJ was 24.
No. Well, they're doing great.
They're with the dog.
They're doing great.
Yeah, yawning.
Mustard's entertained now, chewing this handcuff majigger.
Ellie yawned.
Oh shit.
Okay, moving on. You want to scrub the pups? No, they're
Mm-mm.
oh,
They're doing
see?
great.
See? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is the one I got confused earlier. This is the one that I was like, what the F?
Oh yeah, this is the one. Yeah,
Okay, so Halloween of 2010.
2010.
I just
12 years
totally
ago.
spit. Did you see that?
I
thing?
did a little bit, but I wasn't going to say it.
Spit right out my mouth. I got so excited. I agree, Adriana.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Halloween of 2010, Devin Griffin. He's only 16 years old. Listen to this, guys. Let me tell you this. Devin spent the night at his dad's house. He lived with his mom and his stepdad.
Okay.
And he went to go stay at his dad's house.
Okay.
Then he came home the next day. He was stopping to change his clothes for the church choir. Anyway, he ran into his stepbrother, BJ. And BJ seemed to be like in a really good mood, exceptionally happy. And BJ was never happy to Devin and never talkative and okay, whatever. And he asked him when, there's the flag, says, when are you going to be back? How long are you going to be gone? And he's like, I'm going to go to church, And it lasted a little longer than usual, but the night before,
she's having a really good time.
Oh, okay. So the night before, BJ and his dad had gone hunting for like a week. Okay. They got back the night before. So they get together with friends, they drink some beer, and because BJ and his stepmom didn't get along, he was not allowed to stay at the house because he'd gotten like physical with her a couple times.
Oh, yeah, that's enough.
But they've been drinking, so he had permission to spend the night.
Okay.
So he spends the night, logical choice, you're drinking, stay home. Okay. Meanwhile, the next day, Devin 16 comes home from church and he's confused. The house is quiet. He's like, this is a Sunday. It's not usually this quiet. What's going on? Where's mom? She's judging Mustard.
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
It's true.
So, why is it so quiet? Where's mom? She never sleeps in this late. Goes into the bedroom. Mom's not feeling well, maybe. So the comforter's pulled up over mom and dad's head.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hang on.
Never a good sign. Never touch the comforter. Okay. So he's like, maybe they don't feel well. So he's like, Mom, touches her leg that's peeking out. Mom, he's 16. This is weird. Your mom and dad are in bed. You're waking them up. It's odd.
Yeah.
Mom doesn't move. So he pulls the comforter back, kind of peeks, and the pillow's covered in blood.
Yeah, no, don't do it, dude. We tried to tell you.
And he's like, it's a Halloween prank.
Okay, all right, yeah.
They had a Halloween party the night before.
If you've ever seen Modern Family, you know this is a thing.
She wants her own pair of handcuffs.
Right? She's like, this is a cool toy,
they had a Halloween party the night before. He's thinking it's some kind of thing. And then he realizes that Dad's also in a pool of blood.
Oh,
and it's not a Halloween prank.
All right, yeah.
Okay. So, let me see. At first, he didn't know what to do, but once he realized, he called his aunt. So he calls his aunt and he's like, oh God, shit's crazy.
Nope. Sorry, carry on.
Okay. And yeah, you're yelling at him, don't do it.
It's a red flag request.
So then the police come and they go and they find Derek, not Devin, Derek Griffin, age 23, and he's in a bedroom upstairs locked. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So they force their way in. They kick the door in, and he's found curled up, dead.
No.
Which tells me the injuries didn't kill him right away because he was able to lock the door.
Right. That's true.
And hide.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
The stepbrother, BJ, had used a claw hammer, first off, to bludgeon this boy, 23, he's not a boy, he's a man, to death because he didn't want to wake the parents up. Okay. Then, his father, William, and his stepmother, he shot his father 5 times in the face and head. He shot his stepmother 3 times in the head after assaulting her.
Mm-hmm.
They had they'd never gotten along. He did not like her. The aunt was like, I know it was him. He's assaulted her a few times. It's ugly. So we're not going to get into it. Later, he was found at a hunting cabin that the family owned.
Damn it, Mustard.
Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Clifton, it's not going to be that dark. I promise. Nope. So he had a history
or go get more whiskey. I mean, it could really.
Here's the thing, though. Come to find out, he had a history of true mental illness that had been heard and unheard and heard and unheard. Everybody has an opinion on it. when you look at the facts, I pulled the court papers. I'm not going to get into it. I truly believe this was untreated mental illness.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there was some huge collateral damage. However, it is said that he suffered from schizophrenia. In 2004, he was charged with assault and robbery with that same stepmom. He wanted her car keys, and she wouldn't give it to him. And he saw some face or something that he didn't like, and he threw a coffee cup at her, and that's kind of when it started.
Okay.
So he pled not guilty by reason of insanity, and the state later dropped the charges on the coffee cup thing.
Okay.
Okay. He did plead guilty to 3 counts of aggravated murder because he wanted to avoid the death penalty.
Yeah.
He was sentenced to 3 life sentences without the possibility of parole, and then he ended his life in prison.
His own? Okay.
Okay. Yep. And the reason I say that's not dark, Clifton, is because he suffered for so long, and the ultimate suffering took out really good people.
Yeah.
And from what I read, and I won't get into it because we're out of time, from what I read, this led to multiple changes in the system.
Okay.
So I hate to say that other people had to pay the price, but other people had to pay the price.
Can I have these back?
But can we just look at mustard and have a cheers? On that note, the only thing that's going to save this stream at this point is if we give away free shit.
I agree.
Let's give away free shit. I know, Nimrax, I'm sorry, that was totally dark. We weren't supposed to end on that one, but something happened in our notes, and the happier one didn't. And I mean, not that they're all happy, but that wasn't the one we were supposed to end on.
Right.
Sorry.
We were supposed to end on the smiley face.
But it did make change.
Yeah,
or
it did.
Brought about
the
beginning of change.
That's
so
true. Yeah.
I feel for the younger brother.
Yes.
Yes. And honestly, I don't know what happened after that because I had to quit diving because it was just too much.
Yeah.
So
54
entries.
Oh,
Let's do a randomizer,
and then
the happier crime story. I know, Mark, that was like pretty shitty to say. Walked into the end of the last murder. Oh, sorry, Ben.
Ready? The winner is 38.
Nice.
30, I thought I almost said 30. Yeah, 38. Give me these handcuffs back.
I did hear someone actually said that mustard is the best mystery box picker.
It's true.
So if you win, you may consider that.
It's
I don't know, but I don't know. She's let us down a few times. Hard to say.
Yeah.
And yes, Nimrock says Whiskey Mountain's true that it takes push for change. Oh, thank you.
Emmy Nicker!
There you go. Mark, pick a mystery box.
Okay.
Let's do this. And then we're going to give away our Patreon prize, which, by the way, we didn't bring it in. I got to tell you guys something. What are you doing?
I have the wheel.
Mark, let us know which one you want. But meanwhile, let me tell you guys something. I'm so excited. Guess what arrived today? Our Patreon Plinko board.
It did!
Yes. So, patrons, read the stuff. Watch the stuff because there's going to be the Plinko patron giveaways.
Yes.
So excited. Okay. 4.
Here we go. Ready?
It's
just like, should I be growling? E.H. Taylor Small Batch.
Okay, E.H. Taylor Small Batch. Pick it or pass it.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Or saying.
Just saying.
Never had a losing streak. I don't know. I mean, I remember there was a point in time about a year ago that Will and I were winning all the Eagle Rares.
I mean, that's true.
And then it just stopped. I don't think we've won anything since, but we usually just donate it back if we do.
Yeah.
What's a Plinko board? I feel like I've asked this before. Sorry. Adriana, it's a board with little pegs, and you drop a ball, and they go through the pegs, and wherever it lands, that's what you win.
Yes.
It's super fun.
It's wonderful,
Price Right.
really.
You have to Google Plinko Price Right. Price Right.
Price are right.
Words. Yeah, fifth quarter tailgate.
Yeah.
Price is right. Ellie, what are you doing? Oh, she tongued me.
Oh, yuck.
Nope, not good.
That's gross.
You got medicine in your beard. I'll go with 3 because I got to back up E.H. Taylor. Okay,
Okay,
fair.
all right. So 3 is Larceny B522.
So we got a Larceny barrel proof B522 headed your way through Pony Express.
Yes.
Congratulations, Mark.
Hey, pop this thing over there, please.
And Tim says, wow, Mark with the boss
Right?
move.
Okay.
Oh, Whiskey Moms. My family watched Law and Order, not The Price is Right. Mine too. It's okay.
Fair.
All right, should
Okay,
we
ready?
do the patron? Okay, so here's the thing
Go.
about the patron giveaway. We started doing this. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to be a certain tier. You just have to be a patron.
Yeah.
So we took all our patrons as of noon today or 3 today, something like that.
Right.
And they're entered.
Yes.
Let's see.
Oops, hang on.
She lost it already.
I went back. Okay, here we go. Ready? Spin. Spinning, 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 spinning. Mr. Whiskey Shits.
Mr. Whiskey Shits just won the Jack Daniels single barrel proof. Even better, it's engraved with Women of Whiskeys. Congratulations. I know he's not here. Where the frick are you, Adam?
Right. Come on, man.
All right. So, yeah, and our Plinko board, we're going to be doing some more stuff like that for patrons because you know what? You guys support us. Super chats, you guys support us. All you guys hanging out with us.
Adriana sees a ulterior motive in this one.
That means I get you do. That's probably true.
That's true.
Okay. So thank you guys for all the support. I hope that you liked our Halloween episode with our compilation of crimes.
Not a collection.
We went a little over. Thanks for hanging out.
Yes.
Sorry we went over. And then she's so busy with the mustard. I got it. It's okay. We got a few things to say real quick, and then we're going to get out of your hair. I can't find it. This is Kathy Joe's job.
What you looking for?
The stuff I can't find.
Right there.
That
Bottom
one?
of the, yeah, that
This
one.
is your job.
My laptop's dead.
All right. As we said, thank you for all the support. We very much appreciate it. We couldn't do this with you guys not hanging out. And honestly, I love doing this.
It's true.
So everybody have a great night. Just remember, there's no wrong way to drink your whiskey. Just share it with your friends and drink it how you like it. Good night.
Cheers.